Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Sport Odds Scoreboard. The Sport Odds Scoreboard is a podcast that gives you a quick recap of all the latest sport odds and results from around the world. We've got a huge show lined up for this Monday the 27th. We're going to take you through all the latest NBA scores. We'll give you a quick recap of the latest soccer results, including EPL, Serie A, and some cup games that took place, as well as the A-League. We'll take you through all the latest tennis scores with a few finals that took place over the last couple of days. And we'll finish off with some cricket. Please remember, guys, if you are enjoying this, to like, share, or review this podcast on all your major platforms and social platforms. If you are sharing, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, without mucking around, let's get into the latest episode. This is your Sport Odds Scoreboard for Monday, the 27th of February.
NBA.
All right, we'll start off in the US of A for today's NBA recap. In the first game, we saw Milwaukee Bucks104 get a big win over the Phoenix Suns 101. Bucks starting that one $1.69. Phoenix covering plus 3.5. And the game total of 231.5 went under. Atlanta Hawks 129 defeated Brooklyn Nets 127. Hawks $1.38. Brooklyn Nets covered the plus 6.5 and the game total of 233.5 went over. Chicago Bulls 102 defeated Washington Wizards 82. Bulls $1.48. Washington Wizards $2.70. Chicago Bulls minus 5.5 comfortably covering, and the game total of 223.5 went under. The LA Lakers111 beat Dallas Mavs 108. Lakers paying $2.65. Mavs $1.54 favourites. Point spread was 4.5, which the Lakers covered at the plus, and the game total of 237.5 went under. Cleveland Cavaliers 118 defeated Toronto Raptors 93. Cavaliers $1.33 favourites there. And Raptors were $3.35. The point spread is 7.5. Cleveland covered at the minus, and the game total of 218.5 went under. Sacramento Kings124 defeated OKC 115. Kings starting that one $1.60. OKC $2.45. Kings covering the minus 4.5 and the game total of 239.5 went under. Golden State Warriors 109 defeated the T-Wolves 104. Golden State $1.74 faves there. T-Wolves $2.10. Point spread minus 2.5. Golden State covered and the game total of 237.5 went under. The Trailblazers 131 defeated Houston Rockets 114. Portland starting that one a short $1.22. They also covered the minus 9.5 line and the game total of 230.5 went over. Just one game left to finish the day, which is currently taking place in the third quarter. Denver Nuggets 94 are leading the LA Clippers 88. Nuggets starting that one at $1.57 and the Clippers $2.55.
Soccer.
We'll move over to Europe now for the quick weekend soccer recap. We're going to start in the EPL. Fulham 1 drew with Wolves 1. Fulham starting that one 263. Draw getting up at 320 and 280 for Wolves. We saw Newcastle and Brighton get postponed in the EPL. Moving on to the Saturday games, we saw Aston Villa get a 2-0 win away at Everton. Everton starting that one 250, draw 320, and Villa getting up at $3. Leeds 1 defeated Southampton 0. Leeds $1.95 favourites. Draw was 360, and Southampton were $3.80. Arsenal defeated Leicester 1-0 away. Leicester starting that one $6. Draw was $4.20, and Arsenal were $1.55. West Ham got a big win 4-0 over Notts Forest. West Ham $1.67, draw was $3.80 and Nottingham Forest $5.50. Man City continued their title charge with a 4-1 win over Bournemouth. Bournemouth $8.50, a draw $5. Man City away paying $1.36 for the win there. Palace and Liverpool drew 0-0. Palace starting $4.75. Draw was $4 and Liverpool couldn't get the job done at $1.67. And in this morning's game in the EPL, Tottenham 2 defeated Chelsea 0. Tottenham $3. Draw was $3.30. Chelsea starting that one $2.45 favourites. We'll move over to Italy now, where Napoli continued their winning ways with a 2-0 win away at Empoli. Empoli, starting that one $7. Draw was $4.50 and Napoli $1.44. Sassuolo won away at Lecce 1-0. Odds there, Lecce were $2.45, draw $3.20 and Sassuolo were $3. Bologna beat Inter 1-0. Bologna starting that one $4.75, draw $3.75. Inter starting that one $1.73 favourites. Salernitana defeated Monza 3-0. Salernitana were $3.60, a draw $3.25 and Monza were $2.05. Udinese played out a 2-2 draw with Spezia. Udinese starting that one $1.73, draw getting up at $3.75 and Spezia were $4.75. In this morning's game we saw AC Milan 2 defeat Atalanta 0. AC Milan $2.20 for that win. Draw was $3.30 and Atalanta with $3.30. We've got 2 games taking place tomorrow morning where we see Verona 3:40 hosting Fiorentina 2:15. And the draw there is $3.25. And we've got Lazio strong favourites at home at $1.44. They're playing against Sampdoria $7.50 with the draw there $4.33. We'll head back home to Australia for the A-League recap. Central Coast Mariners 1 drew with Wellington Phoenix 1. The Mariners were $1.75 favourites for that one. Draw was $4.20 and Phoenix were $4. Melbourne City 3 defeated Sydney FC 2. Melbourne City starting that one $1.80. Draw was $3.80 and Sydney FC were $4. Western United got an away win 3-1 at Newcastle. The Jets starting that one $2.15. Draw was $3.60 and Western United were $3.20. And the Wanderers got a big win over Macarthur 4-0. They started that one $1.67. Draw was $4.20 and Macarthur were $4.75. In Sunday's games, we saw Victory and United play out a 1-1 draw. Victory starting that one $2.10. Draw was $3.75 and Adelaide United were $3.30. The Brisbane Roar 2 defeated Perth Glory 1. Brisbane Roar $2.45. Draw was $3.40 and Perth Glory were $2.88. And just to round out, we'll finish with a couple of cup games. In the Scottish League Cup, we saw Celtic defeat Rangers 2-1. Rangers starting that one $3.20, draw $2.60 and Celtic getting up at $2.15. And in the EFL Cup in England, we saw Man U defeat Newcastle 2-0. Man U $2.10, draw was $3.40 and Newcastle also $3.40.
Tennis.
Let's move over to some tennis now, where ATP Rio on the clay, we saw Cam Norrie get a big win over Alcaraz 2-1. Score there was 5-7, 6-4, 7-5. Cam Norrie starting that one $4.33 with Alcaraz strong favourite at $1.22. In Doha, we saw Danny Medvedev defeat Andy Murray 2-0. Score there was 6-4, 6-4. Medvedev starting that one a strong favourite at $1.14 and Andy Murray was $5.50. In Marseille, we saw Hubie Hurkacz defeat Benjamin Bonzi 2-0. Hurkacz starting that one $1.50 and Bonzi was $2.63. In a massive upset in WTA Dubai, we saw Krejcikova defeat Swiatek 2-0. Score there was 6-4, 6-2. Krejcikova paying $7 in that one and Swiatek starting at $1.10. In this afternoon's match in WTA Merida, we saw Camila Giorgi defeat Rebecca Peterson 2-1. Score there was 7-6, 1-6, 6-2. Camila Giorgi $1.44 favourite and Peterson was $2.75. We see the ATP move to Acapulco and Dubai this week, and the WTA will take place in Austin and Monterrey.
Cricket.
And we'll finish off with some cricket, And in the Women's T20 World Cup final, we saw Australia defeat South Africa by 19 runs. Australia strong favourites in that one, $1.17, and South Africa $5. And in the test match currently taking place between New Zealand and England, New Zealand leading by 257 runs after day 4. Pre-match odds for that one were New Zealand $2.40, draw was $6.50, and England $2.05. We'll also give you the live market in that one, so $2.57 to chase for the Poms. Market's got them at $1.30, draw $120, and New Zealand $4.20 to bowl them out for under the 257. All right, that's all we got time for on this episode of the Sport Odds Scoreboard. Thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate your support if you have made it this far into it. If you are having a punt this week, make sure you do gamble responsibly, and good luck if you do. Until our next episode, we'll speak to you soon. Hope you have a good week from your host, Anthony.